Music, huge music lover right here. Home theater, love television, I love movies. And the smart home, you all know I love the smart home. So I'm always trying to find a way to bring all that together. And I find myself either going HomePods, the OG HomePods, HomePod Minis, or Sonos. If you watched our apartment tours, you know I'm a big Sonos lover. I got Sonos all over the place. And today we're talking about Sonos and some of their most recent announcements. They got the Sonos Ray, and then they came out with a bunch of new colors for the Sonos Roam. So let's talk about it. What up everyone, it's George Langabeer with SilverHammer Surveillance. Here on the channel we talk smart home tech, home security. We have videos every Tuesday. As usual, we very much appreciate your support. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Today we're talking about Sonos. If you've watched our apartment tours or know anything about me, you know I'm a huge Sonos lover. I love music, I love home theater, and it covers all my bases. From the sound bars to the subwoofers to the regular speakers to their portable speakers, they all sound amazing, and the key is their flawless wireless connectivity. You just have flawless connectivity. Wherever you put them in your house, they're gonna work. HomePods, I love HomePods, but Apple will even tell you you can't really have more than 6 HomePods in your house without them not working properly. And I'm a guy that likes to have a speaker in every room. So as a huge Apple fan, I wish the HomePods could expand a little bit, but that's what keeps taking me to Sonos, is that I can have speakers all over the place and they just work. Well, Sonos just had some very exciting announcements. The Sonos Ray Soundbar, and then some new colors for the Sonos Roam, which is their portable speaker. So let's talk about the Sonos Ray. All right, so the Ray is a new soundbar option. Now, a lot of people are asking, why does Sonos need a new soundbar? They have the Sonos Beam and the Sonos Arc. Well, the Sonos Ray is an affordable option at $279 to kind of just put in there for the people that just don't have the huge budget that sometimes Sonos requires. The Sonos Beam is a little expensive. Now it does have Dolby Atmos and some other features the Sonos Ray doesn't have, but it's nice to have options. The Sonos Arc, the full-blown soundbar, Dolby Atmos, crazy with the speakers and the sound, but pretty expensive. I mean, you're talking between the two of them over $1,000 if you want both of them. So for me personally, I had a Sonos Arc in my living room, I had some Sonos Beams in my bedrooms, but the Sonos Ray, for example, I think it's a perfect opportunity to have a soundbar in your bedroom. A lot of times you don't need Atmos in your bedroom, and that's really all this is missing, which we're going to talk about some of the specs in a minute. But the Sonos Beam is great and everything if you got the budget, but you don't need that in your bedroom. So I think this is kind of great for that. Or the person that's just on a budget, let's say you live in a small apartment and you don't need that overpowering sound. We have an apartment here, and sometimes my Sonos Arc overpowers this place. And so the Sonos Ray might be a perfect option for that. A little less sound, but you still got a nice sound bar and gonna be much better than your TV speakers. Okay, so let's talk about some of the Sonos Ray specs and how it kind of differentiates itself from the Beam and the Arc. All right, so it's optical only, that's a big one. So both the Beam and the Arc have the HDMI port for the eARC or Arc on your TV. And so this is just optical only, so you have to have an optical port on your TV for the Ray to work, so keep that in mind. This will sync up to your TV so you can control your volume and everything with your TV remote once the Ray is hooked up. It's Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz. It does not have Bluetooth. It does have the normal touch controls on top, like your normal Sonos speakers, but it does not have the built-in assistant, which is now the new Sonos Assistant, and Google and Amazon. This does not have that. AirPlay 2, now this is exciting because as an Apple guy, that's how I use my Sonos. I don't use the Google Assistant or Alexa, and I probably won't use Sonos' new assistant, sorry Sonos. But I like that AirPlay 2 because you can use Siri to use your speakers through HomeKit and just the Apple Music interface. And of course, with just like anything else Sonos, it does work with several other platforms, YouTube Music, Pandora, Spotify, all the usual Sonos stuff. But I like to use it with AirPlay 2. There's black and white options, like a lot of other Sonos products. The exception now being the Roam, which we're going to talk about in a minute. They've got some exciting new colors, but the Ray is black and white. All right, you got TruePlay built into this, which is Sonos's cool way of sensing the room. So it tunes to your specific room. Now it kind of sounds like Space Invaders with lasers shooting through your house when you're setting it up. And it's a little bit of a pain in the butt of the process to go through, but well worth it because it really fine tunes that sound in your room. So this does have TruePlay. It's designed to be tucked away, so they have really designed it to where you can put it under bookshelves. The thing about the Beam and the thing about the Arc is with Dolby Atmos, you kind of have to have the sides and the top exposed. That really limits you to put it kind of on top of a TV stand or wall mounted where the sound can go up and out. This is designed where it goes straight out, so you can put it in a bookshelf. You can cover it with a shelf. So that's kind of cool. So you can kind of tuck it away, more options than furniture. Not to mention the fact that it's smaller, a little bit smaller than the Sonos Beam. So it kind of tucks away in more hiding spots, which is pretty cool. So it's 2.79 inches high, 22 inches wide, and 3.74 inches deep. So it's a little guy, a little Ray. And they're saying it's for TVs up to 55 inches. So like the Arc, I've got it on a 75 inch. I had my Arc on an 86 inch at my shop. The Beams, I was kind of averaging about 49 inches to 55 inches in our bedrooms. But they're saying this one's up to 55, so that's a perfect size for a 55-inch TV or smaller. They do have a wall mount, which you do have to buy separately for $39. Like I said, the Ray itself is $279, but cool if they have both options. And Sonos makes great wall mounts. And a lot of times you can find third-party accessories. I don't know if the Ray has any out there yet, because this is still pre-order as of today, but cool that Sonos has their very specific wall mount. Okay, and then as far as speakers in this bad boy, it's got 4 Class D digital amplifiers, 2 tweeters, and 2 midwoofers. Now you can pair this with surrounds, so Sonos One SL or Sonos One. I don't know if it's really worth it to get a subwoofer with this little guy. If you're gonna do that, I'd probably go Beam or Arc, but you could add a sub if you want to. It is compatible, but it's really kind of not made for that because you don't have the Dolby Atmos. And this is just kind of a step up from your TV speakers, but I don't know if you want to go all out with the expense of one of Sonos subwoofers because they're expensive. So if you're gonna do that, just go all in.
Jord, what's a midwoofer? I've never heard of a midwoofer.
I mean, with any type of sound, you have the highs, you have the mids, and you have the lows. Lows will be the bass, the highs will be the high treble, and mids that little sweet spot in the middle. So that's kind of what you're controlling there with your midwoofers is your mids.
As much as we love music, I was just curious. That's cool.
Yes. All right, and then just like other Sonos products, they have the speech enhancement in night mode. So, you know, it's great for like an apartment where you can just, if you find yourself being too bassy when you got the subs and everything else going, you can do that speech enhancement where it's just going to concentrate on the words on the television. And then night mode, again, great for an apartment, kind of just gets those really loud sounds out of the mix. And most Sonos products have that with the Ray included. All right, and this does not do Dolby Atmos, but it does do stereo PCM, Dolby Digital 5.1, and DTS Digital Surround. So that's cool. So you got all the options basically except Dolby Atmos in this thing. And it's pre-order, I don't have one yet, so we'll see how it sounds, but knowing Sonos, it's gonna sound fine. You're just not gonna have Atmos. So again, the Sonos Ray is $279. For $677, you can add the surround sounds. Now that's a great price to get complete surround sound. I mean, the Beam is $449. The Arc is $899. So just those 2 items alone are pretty pricey, but with the Ray, you're getting 3 items for almost the price of one of those, and actually cheaper than the Sonos Arc by itself. And so yeah, that leads us to what is this marketed for? You know, they've got 3 sound bars now. Well, you know, if you don't mind the Dolby Atmos, it's really marketed for everybody. $279 for a really cool sound bar, that's pretty cheap. And just to get a great Sonos speaker, Sonos makes very quality products. They all sound good, even the little Sonos Roam, which we're gonna talk about in a second. The Sonos One sound great. So I really do think this thing will sound great, but it'd be great for an apartment, smaller apartment, or it'd be great for a bedroom, or just any room where you don't need that full theater experience. But also, you know, I'm sure it's gonna sound great with this theater, it's just not gonna have Atmos. But it's always nice to have options, so I don't care that there's 3 of them. Sonos, keep them coming. I like that they're giving us a little cheaper option. Sonos is very expensive. All right, so that's the Sonos Ray. Are you gonna order one? Let me know in the comments. I'm pretty excited about it. Might add it to the collection. I'm not sure yet. I've got the Arc, I've got some Beams, so I don't know if I've got room for it, but just as being me, I might have to still try it. But all right, let's move on real quick, and this is a quick one, but the Sonos Roam. Nice little portable speaker. They're awesome. They're Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, so you can either use it as a full-blown Sonos speaker with the rest of your Sonos products, or you can take it on the go. We live here in an apartment. I use mine in the bathroom because it is waterproof. And I think that the humidity of a bathroom, I think it's a perfect place to put a Sonos Roam. But you could take it out in the rain, you could take it out on the job with you. Having that Bluetooth option is great. 10 hours of battery life, those things last a long time. So it's a great little speaker. Now up until now, Sonos only had white and black, and now they're adding some new colors. And so not only do they have Shadow Black and Lunar White, but they've got Sunset, which is kind of like, it looks like a kind of an orange-red hybrid. And then the Wave, which is kind of a cool blue. And then Olive, which is a green. So cool that they added some colors to that mix. But yeah, I've loved the Sonos Roam. I've watched our apartment tours. You know that I love them in my bathroom. I love to take them up on our rooftop here. They're just portable, but they're fantastic that they can stay in the place and be in the rest of my grouping of speakers. And I love that they're little AirPlay 2 speakers also, so you can use Siri with them. So the Sonos Roams are awesome, and it's always great to have color options. All right, so again, the Sonos Roam is $179. You can get the little $49 charging stand, which is an awesome little accessory. But again, you got Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, you got great portability, you've got 10 hours of battery life, little sucker's waterproof, which is fantastic, automatic true play, which means it's got that ability to tune the room automatically, so you don't have to do the little laser beam setup that some of the other speakers do, which makes you feel ridiculous. The Roam, you don't have to do that. Voice enabled, so you do have the Google Assistant and Alexa built into the Roam, and you've got that AirPlay 2 speaker. So again, and then the new colors. So that's it. What do you think? Cool announcements from Sonos, new soundbar, new colors for the Roam. You know, they don't come out too often from Sonos, but I think the Beam upgrade to Atmos was the last announcement. But anyway, always cool when they come out with something new. And I'm probably gonna have to try them out. So let me know in the comments what you think. Did you pre-order one? Love to hear from you. Hopefully you're excited about their announcement. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, smash the like button. Subscribe to our channel. We very much appreciate having you here. We have videos every Tuesday. We talk smart home tech. Big HomeKit guy right here. We talk home security. I'm a total security dude. That's my gig. But yeah, come back for more. Until the next video, peace and love.